troubling one. DNA has been used to exonerate hundreds of people who are wrongly convicted. But tonight, as we begin a series of reports on forensic science, junk science often, we have a story of how it put an apparently innocent man behind bars for decades and how a crime lab in Texas was allegedly responsible. Gary Tuckman has more in tonight's Crime and Punishment Report.
This is Earnest Sonnier's first moment of freedom after spending half his life as a prisoner.
How old are you, Ernest?
I'm 46.
And how old were you when you went to prison?
23.
Behind bars since 1986 for a kidnapping and rape.
Are you angry, Ernest?
I'm angry, but I'm not, I forgive, though. I forgive, but I won't forget.
Sonnier is angry because he's always said he was innocent. And once DNA testing became possible, he wanted authorities to examine the genetic evidence. Now, all this time later, they agree. The DNA indicates Sonnier did not commit this crime. You've heard this type of story before, but here's a twist. Sonnier is now the 6th prisoner freed following accusations of shoddy work from the same laboratory run by the Houston police.
The Houston Police Department Crime Lab is ground zero for everything that has gone wrong with crime labs in the criminal justice system.
Barry Scheck is the co-director of the Innocence Project, which works to exonerate wrongly convicted people. The group took on Sonnier's case.
There were numerous instances where crime lab analysts misreported their results or hid exculpatory results, and the whole laboratory was woefully mismanaged.
Add to that a leaky laboratory roof and a tropical storm that flooded the lab in 2002. And you see why some of the work that comes from this lab earned the label junk science.
The past problems that they had, I think, were unconscionable.
Patricia Likas is the local district attorney, just taking office this past January. She wants a physician-operated county lab to take over duties of the troubled city police lab.
It is absolutely vital that we have an independent crime lab.
The victim in this case was kidnapped in an old gas station, which used to operate on this Houston corner. The victim identified Sonnier, and jurors were told his hair was found in the vehicle. But now the DNA shows it definitely was not his hair. Incredibly, the DNA indicates 2 other men committed the crime, and authorities know who they are, felons, who are no longer behind bars. Junk science not only wrecks the life of someone like Earnest Sonnier, but it harms us, the public. That's because the person or persons who kidnapped the victim from this lot nearly a quarter century ago have never been held accountable. So will authorities reopen the case and prosecute? The answer is no, because the statute of limitations has expired.
How does it make you feel that the 2 people who the DNA implicates in this particular case can't be prosecuted for this case?
Because of the statute of limitations, it makes me sick.
What is that?
It's a monitor.
For now, Sonnier wears that monitor so his whereabouts can be tracked. He still hasn't officially been exonerated. Because he had a criminal record prior to this arrest, the DA says more investigation is necessary before he's officially cleared. But
if what exists now had existed when Mr. Sonnier was tried, he never would have been indicted for that offense.
But the same DNA evidence that has led to his release has been available for a long time. Why was it never looked at over the years?
Because there was no mechanism for it.
But now there is a mechanism. Every conviction reached using DNA evidence is now being reviewed in Houston's Harris County. Hundreds of cases. The wrongly convicted will go free. The correctly convicted will stay where they belong. Gary Tuckman, CNN, Houston.
Yeah, so scary. So how does this happen? And do juries in the criminal justice system put too much faith in forensic science? Let's get some CSI facts from 360 MD. Sanjay Gupta joins us now.